Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.02 version 7. This is your cast of Phaeron, and today's matchup is going to be another 1 versus 1 on the map Forge of Isen with that zoomed out file. Now spawning in the northwest position, it is going to be the dark blue Mordor of Djinges. So it's been a while since we've seen Djinges in this 1 versus 1 here. However, he's been facing down vs.Solas as the purple Elves. So actually the last time we had Djinges in a 1 versus 1, if I remember correctly, it was versus that 1 versus 1 with his Mage Shadow Effects. But before that, I believe he did place DJ Premier, who are the two competitors who I do focus a lot on this channel. DJ Premier is the next rising expert, and you do have Solas, who is the king of the experts. So if king can be granted to him as a title, I'm not sure he would appreciate that. But so he's going to be Djinges has faced down both DJ Premier, and now you're facing down Solas in this match over here. You can see Djinges going for a hard and Palace start, wants to go for those fast lances, potentially some courses of Umbar. We do have a forward barracks, or a barracks on the side of this mountain tree for Solas over here, going to protect it and force his opponent to engage the mountain tree next to the fortress. Actually, a good placement. As for this, he's going to be a mountain tree. You do have these 4 warglers, as you all are quite familiar with, I'm sure, with from this channel. 2 in the one in the north, 1 in the south, and then 2 on each player's side of the river in the little bend of the river. You have the troll layers as well as those inns. You do have for Mordor coming off of the inns. You'll have the Horizon Spear Throwers, which are a very powerful ranged pike unit. However, for the Elves, you have the Rohan Peasants, who I'm not sure I would say they're a great unit. I've never really seen them used to great effect. They do, however, have potentially be cheap and good spammy units off of the end. Some Elven Warriors now for Solas going across the river there. So some Lorien Warriors could potentially see fast lane to start. However, you do have those Horizon Lancers for Djinges going out in the field. Those, however, the Lorien Warriors from Solas going to be going around the north and trying to avoid any sort of confrontation as Djinges is getting up his first Orc Pit now. Excuse me, there was a burp. You do have the some Lorien Archers on the field for Solas, and then fast cast start is going to be what Solas is going for there with the green pasture. However, the Horizon Lancers are going to be going fine in mountain tree, but the mountain tree is going to be instantly deleted from Solas, or by Solas, so his opponent does not get the experience and the power points off of that. However, the Lorien Warriors for Solas looking to find a creep of their own, or harassment of their own, as hopefully they're hoping Djinges will not be able to delete his in time. As if it is deleted after the health has been half depleted, the opponent will get the experience and the power points off of that. I say the health and the experience and power points, but the two are the same exact thing. I think Djinges did actually delete that there. However, there's going to be a rally call chant going down, a rally call buff going down on those Lorien Warriors. We're going to be engaging with some Corsairs now, as well as some Orcs and Eastlings from a level 2 Horizon Palace there that is there for the Djinges. Djinges Horizon Lancers are going to go on and find these Lorien Warriors, and maybe take them out and eliminate them potentially. Some Mythlons for Solas not going to creep the Wargler over here, as you do have also some Lorien Archers from Solas going to creep this Wargler over here, I believe. Now, it's a viable option to go harass Warglers with Archers as long as you're careful and don't get them too close and try and engage with those Wargs while they're on the back side of the lair. Actually, Solas are going to be doing that though, and so potentially the Wargs could see this unit go up in front of them. However, I think they're actually going to be able to work on the one that would do so. However, it looks like Djinges is going to find Solas' creep over here, potentially be able to steal it, as he's also engaging with Solas. River Lancers first of all is going to come on the backside, because Eastling's going to not keep protecting the Corsairs. Warchant going down by Djinges, but a little bit too late. Here come the Horizon Lancers trying to find somewhere to go, but there's the Mythlons in the air. Actually, Djinges is going to be able to steal the creep, however. I'm going to get that experience and the cash over there. It looks like Solas is going to start creeping this lorry over here, but not going to be able to finish it off as he's too worried about his base potentially. Some more, it's actually some Linden Horse Pushers coming out for Solas over here off of the level 2 green pasture, as well as some Mythlons on the field. It looks like that both players did go for that War Chant rally call buff at the beginning to start with their power. The Lancers from Solas going to be cornered there as the Mythlons go down as well. So Solas going to be losing most of his battalion of Riven Lancers, however, going to maintain the battalion, might be able to get a healing, I believe it's the Crystal Fountain on this moat or his fortress, or potentially the Mirror of Galadriel well. You do have these forces going to be pushing and taking out the monster. However, while they're doing so, they're going to be taking some damage from these Lorien Archers. We're going to have to also get trampled by these Horizon Lancers. The Linden Horse Archers, however, are going to be able to work down this cavalry for Djinges. And Djinges not going to lose his first battalion of cavalry. Djinges might want to get potentially another Orc Pit going up so we can get some more unit spam on the field, as he needs to keep the spam up to be able to overwhelm these Elves. Doesn't need to be careful though that he hasn't sent too many units to the elves to just feed them power points. These Lord Archers are not going to be level 2. They'll have access to that healing ability as well as regeneration on their battalion there. So Djinges a little bit in the back, but here going to be retreating a little bit, not expanding to the south side of the river at this time. However, he's going to be creeping this wargler up in the north. So the northern wargler is going to be creeped. I think the middle copse or the middle bend, the bend in the river's wargler for Solas has been creeped by. Actually, it was taken by Djinges, and now Djinges is looking to take the creep on his side, his bend of the river as well. These Elven horse archers are being quite effective. Actually, not using them as cavalry. Can be worried about just melting these orcs from afar, and now going to start working down the Eastlings from afar. But the Eastlings going to be able to come in front, and Solas need to be careful not have these Elven horse archers taking any loss. He's going to lose one unit there. But here in the Mithlon's going to be focusing down this southern creep over here. So with that, I believe all the creeps are going to be taking off the field. All of the, at least the warglairs. With Aspa taking control of 3 of them, actually going to leave some cash over there. Might want to get the hold of that as the 100 resources that he is going to leave free on the map. Solas does have a level 2 in this Mithlon from taking on that warglair. We'll get the cash money, and now it's like what's left of the lances over here for Djinges are going to be going around trying to find a creep, but they're going to encounter some Mithlons who might just eventually see them. I don't think they will see them, but the Linden horses are coming in now. I don't know if he does actually see that. He's going to be going around some Eastlings now. I think going to go creep this troller over here. But they're going to encounter the Mithlons and the Linden horse archers for Solas. Solas now pushing across the river some Mithlons as well as some Lorien archers over there. Going to engage a large force of orcs over here, some Eastlings, but nothing much you can really do as far as trampling with those Eastlings being right in the middle of the clump there. Some more Mithlons coming across the river, but Djinges now moving around to the north side of the river, going to be able to move forward with some Corsairs, Eastlings, and some orcs and do some creeping. Another barracks coming up for Solas, as well as a Miracle Adriel to help replenish this initial battalion of Rivendell Lancers. And this Horizon Lancer battalion now going to be outclassed by this Rivendell Lancers, not really able to do much. The Eastlings for Djinges being able to push down the southern side towards Solas' base, but the level 2 Linden Mithlons are going to be able to work them down. Nice Linden horse archers just going to sit at the river bank, going to kind of hold it over there, I think. ISR and buff now going to be cast by Djinges. He up to the second level 5 power point. As far as that, he also has an extra 2 power points. You have Dark or Solas with Rally Call as well as 6 power points. So I think he's going for his 10 power point. I do believe for Elves, their 6 power point for, or 10 power point for Rally Call is going to be Elven Wood or the Enshrouding Mist. Don't quote me on that. I am a little bit rusty on what my power trees are. However, the Eastlings are going to be able to finish working off those, or excuse me, the Rivendell Lancers are going to be able to finish working off the Horizon Lancers. I think actually it was the Mithlons, but the Rivendell Lancers are going to need to be careful as those Eastlings are still in the mix over there, being worked on by the Linden horse archers, but not fast enough actually. So not pushing with those Mithlons, and the Linden horse archers are actually, I think that they did fall back to the base. That was what they were doing over there. There's still a single battalion of Lindens on the field for Solas over there. Getting a second one now, but Djinges now taking care of the Mithlons up in his base to be able to stop that harassment going down. And the harassment from Djinges was nullified as well, so not much in the way of losses for either side of the field over here. You do have some Corsairs and some Orcs going over to deal with these Mithlons over here. We're now level 3. As well as Malthasar now on the field for Djinges, a hero chosen, and he will be going for Malthasar, and at level 4 he will get that doubt ability, which will be very powerful, as most forces of the light faction do not have a debuff. Now, the Elves do have the Enshrouding Mist, but that ability to use that debuff at will and have it cast in the units instead of just in a general area is very useful indeed. Malthasar engaging right in front of a bunch of Mithlons, need to get out of there. I think Djinges actually going to corner this level 3 battalion with all those troops and going to be able to take them out before they can even do any damage. And now it's like Djinges is going to go up to the north side, try and engage, but here comes the Linden horse archer, just going to be able to go in, I think, and maybe work down all these troops. There are no Eastlings in this pack over here, and all these Orcs and Corsairs for Djinges are going to get trampled quite easily by the Lindens of Solas. Now Solas pushing across the river with some more Mithlons as well as Lorien archers. Might want to tuck into some Mirkwoods there over there. If he can get his eco up, he don't think anyone has really expanded across the river or to the north or the south. Djinges now pushing, however, with a large force of Orc archers now in the mix. Going to be pushing down probably from the south side of the river over there towards Solas' base. Solas are pushing into the front of Djinges' base. Djinges is going to delete that slaughterhouse, trying to deny his opponent the experience there. However, these Mithlons are going to be able to work down this slaughterhouse. And here come the Linden horse archers, going to find all these unprotected Orcs and going to be able to trample them all. The cavalry for Solas is proving quite effective at removing the opponents and making quick work of any sort of pike resistance that might be in there. However, Djinges gonna, I think, actually gonna make a builder kill right over here, clumping around this Mallow tree. And I think he's gonna deal with the builder, I think, at first, and that's gonna be the builder going down for Solas as well as the Mallow tree. So Solas losing a little bit of his ground right over there with this large, massive harass force. However, he does have a large harass force in his own base, and there's not really any counter to these Linden horse archers. There is, however, Mountain Siren, who is at the level 3 now. He's going to try and finish off this Lorien Archer battalion as he needs to slow down his enemies, or his opponents' unit retention. Now, Eye of Siren leadership buff as well as the leadership buff can be cast on all those troops over there. So I think actually Eye of Siren is not a leadership buff. I think it's just a going to be simply a rally call PowerPoint buff. It's going to be going on those troops, giving them extra experience, extra power points off of that Eye of Siren. What does give less experience, or I mean less damage and armor. It does give the vision bonus that you can spy, as well as giving the experience bonus, so you will be earning power points faster with it. Another Mallow tree, as well as the barracks, going to be going down for Solas over there. However, the Lorien Archer jump at level 3, and then the Eye of Siren is engaging, going a little bit too deep, needs to get back home. And the Rivendell Lancers now pushing across the base to go do some harass of their own. Going to be some expansion by the Djinges finally to the north side of the river over here. Excuse me, to the west side of the east side of the river over here. But the Mythlon's level 2 now for, so it's going to be working down this slaughterhouse, and another Rivendell Lancer is going to find another slaughterhouse. So Djinges expansion is going to be cut short a little bit, I think. And now the Lindens of Solas going to be pushing towards the east side, but not really going to be worrying. I think they're going to go back home. I think they heal up. Mallow Siren 4, however, Djinges is still not level 4. He needs to get level 4, so he has that debuff. And here comes the Rivendell Lancer. It's going to be finding another slaughterhouse to work down. Now 2 Orc Bits up for Djinges, but he really needs to get some more production up. He needs to get some different type of units. I potentially see him going for, if he doesn't have Gothmog on the field, he needs to go for that Drummer Troll, or the Troll case to get the Drummer Troll, so he can have that leadership buff on his troops, as well as this Tane land buff, as he's gone for all 3 of his 5s there. With 7 extra power points as well. And Solas, however, going for, you did see, I did not mention it, but he does have that Enshrining Mist debuff, as well as the cloaking stealth ability on these units. Has used that already. 6 more power points, almost 7 now, sitting on almost 1900 resources, whereas Djinges sitting on 1400 resources. Djinges now pushing back to do some harass from the western side of the river, northwestern. The Lindens now for Solas being quite effective. I think 3 battalions, or maybe just 2 battalions, they're going to be able to melt most of the Easterlings, as well as a lot of those units. Going to be able to make short work of all these orcs, as they can just trample them now without the Easterlings to protect them. Djinges now trying to push, Djinges trying to extend as well, but here come the Mythlons, level 2, once again, still over here, still dealing with all these expansion for Djinges. It looks like Solas is not going yet again still for a level 2 barracks. Might want to get that, but potentially is going to be focusing on just getting enough units in the field to overwhelm his opponent. Here come the Lancers now trying to harass his opponents. Find another slaughterhouse, which is halfway to level 2, so it's going to be a good pickup for him. However, some Eastlings are going to engage before they can finish that off. You might want to pull out of there while there's a chance. Mountain Siren now dismounted, will be on the ground. He doesn't want to engage with any sort of Mythlons. Halfway to level 4 now. And these level 2 Mythlons finally going to go down, but they did take out the slaughterhouse, and Djinges will rebuild the slaughterhouse immediately. Here comes the push from Solas towards the base of Djinges. His level 4 battalion of Lorien Archers now going to be engaging at point blank range with these Orc Archers, and the Mythlon's not really protecting them that well. However, we do have the Lindens of Solas going to be going back home to that double well, so they do have a faster regeneration rate. As you can stack your regeneration rate of units with wells up to 3 times. You cannot heal faster, but you can get your units back faster. There's going to be a barricade summon, however, for Djinges right in front of level 3 and level 4 battalion of Lorien Archers. Going to be able to work them down quite quickly, as here comes that push from the Orc Archers. Actually, that music turned right nicely with that summon over there, if anyone did notice that. Mythlon's going to be helping to hold off this push over here, while the Linden Horse Archers are going to be able to work down the Eastlings so they can just trample, but actually not going to be able to do so. And I'm about to start working on a level 2 battalion of Lorien Archers. Some harass here from Solas over here, as he didn't have to run from that barricade. Actually, a Mountain Troll on the field for Djinges. Going for the Mountain Troll instead of going for that level 2 drummer Troll off of the level 2, or the Drummer Troll going after the level 2 Troll Cage. Djinges now with a massive force, 4 battalions I think he could go in, actually 5 battalions, 6 or 7 actually, can clump them all up and go in and try to take out some of the production of Solas. Would be a good choice over there. Actually, however, the Mountain Siren for Djinges is going to be mounted, and in the midst of all these Mythlons, going to be taking a lot of fire. The Forge is still shooting at him. Will he be able to get out? I think he will be able to get out in time, but he's level 4. Does have that debuff. Might want to dismount though, as he's going to be gating with some Mythlons over here. And here comes Solas. It was Will the Mountain Troll as well, or excuse me, Djinges with the Mountain Troll as well, pushing towards the base of Solas. But the Mythlons of Solas is going to be coming in to be able to work down the few Easterlings that are protecting these units and be able to finish them off. Going to be the War Chant as well as the Relic going down on these troops over here. Solas not pushing with the Riven Lancers to do some harass while the opponent is occupied with that push in the middle over there. And you're going to actually harass actually on the north side as well. The level 3 archers are going to finish off a builder as well as start working down this slaughterhouse. Not going to be able to finish off this push, however. There are two orc wards as well as 2 Easterlings there. You do have, I think, another troll coming out. Eventually that troll is just frozen. However, level 2 siege works for Djinges. He has a catapult on the way. However, these lindens are going to be buffed from that. Actually, I think it's going to be buffed from a leadership buff coming from Elrond over there, who does have that leadership buff. Gonna be able to buff these units. Actually, it's not gonna be a leadership buff, I don't think. I think that's just a rally call buff on the Linden Archers, as Elrond does have that double buff on these units over here. The Riven Lancers now taking down the slaughterhouse, going for a level 3 slaughterhouse as well, I think eventually, as they are level 2, but they're not, it's not going to be able to work a downtime, as that slaughterhouse does have that air tower expansion. We'll be able to work down these units while it is being destroyed itself. Malthasaran still on very low health, actually. Halfway to level 5, at level 7 he will get the Evil Eye ability, which is very nice. It is very similar to the Astari Light ability of Gandalf in dealing a lot of damage to a single target. I believe it actually does deal some flat splash damage. Actually, slaughterhouse is going to be cut short over here, as Elrond and the Mithlons are going to be pushing in. And an Eagle Summon now for Solas. He's gone for his 15 power point. Going to be working down this level 2 farm over here. Might want to focus on the Malthasaran, as he is very low health. They can easily finish him off. And there's one more swoop, I think, from the Eagles will finish him off. And that will be Malthasaran down for Djinges. Djinges has lost his only hero. Now with his opponent pushing his base with a hero over here. I don't think he's able to hold off the hordes of Solas over here. Catapult on the field for Solas, but it's going to fire at those Linden Horse-Hunters. But it's going to be too little too late, as it really doesn't focus on the center of the mass over there. And it's going to get worked out by those Lorien Warriors in the front there. The Mithlons of Solas going to be worked down over here by this Orc Horde, but Elrond is looking to be getting another level off to level 2. Doesn't have that far side ability. However, the Eagle's going to be focusing on the fortress actually for Solas. Really needs to be focusing on the production buildings, I think, of Djinges there. Needs to get down that troll case so he doesn't get any more mountain trolls on the field. As he's been able to counter his opponent, I think, thus far in any way possible up to the mountain trolls. More Linden Horse-Hunters now joining the fray for Solas over here. He's going for that full-on Linden Horse-Hunter spam, or the cavalry Linden Horse-Hunters bar. However, Djinges now doing a good job coming down to his base of Solas over here, harassing on a boundary that's going to untouch for a little bit, be able to find another one, but have to deal with some Lorien Warriors before they do that. Elrond for Solas now almost level 3 will have the Atlas ability then. However, he does need to be concerned, as the opponent does have the potential to be able to push out of his base. Actually, going to be a catapult expansion on the fortress of Solas over there, or Djinges over there. Going to try and work on this level 2 battalion of Riven Lancers for Solas over there. However, they're going to take out a slaughterhouse, I believe, back there. And there's going to be another troll on the field for Djinges, but you might want to go for that German troll. I really feel like he could benefit from that leadership buff as well as the War Chant or Isen or Chained Land buff. We're now sitting in the fort over there, kind of getting his pants wet a little. Here comes some Lorien Warriors for Solas to come and reinforce Elrond. I think that's what he was waiting for. Here come the Lindens now melting that push from the harassment push from Djinges over there. Isen trying to buff those troops, but it's a little bit too late. Not able to do much. Some Roger Lancers still in the field, I think, for Djinges actually. I'm not sure where damage they took it from, but they can try and work on this level 2 battalion Lorien Warriors, go for the Malentry, maybe go for the builder, but here come the Lindens be able to easily melt them before they can do any serious damage. Elrond and the Lorien Warriors was waiting in the fort for them, and we'll be pushing to take out this level 3 slaughterhouse over there. Another burp. Jeez, I'm just full of them today. It looks like Farsight not being casted by Solas over there. My mouse is not working for some reason. It did have vision of the base of Djinges, a large amount of vision actually. I'm not sure if that was, that might have been, yeah, it was the Farsight of Elrond over there, which does reveal a large portion of the map. I think it is very much in the same way, it is the same type of power. It does feel, excuse me, I'm just telling my words. It does give the exact same amount of vision as the Farsight of the PowerPoints. I think Tower 12 power points has all 3 of his 5s as well as the 10. Trying to go for 15, but he is really behind his power points, as the opponent is closer to getting that 25 power point, with sitting on 12 power points and can go directly for that 25 power point. I believe it is the Flood ability for the Elves, as I believe actually he did go for the left side of the power tree. Some buff orcs over here going to be going to take out Malentry for Solas, but here comes the Lorien Warriors and the Linden Horse-Hunters to be able to work them down. 2 of those battalions are going to be level 3. Well, another battalion that is still level 1. We're sitting in the front of the base of Solas over here, or Djinges over here. Solas now pushing with those Lorien Warriors, as well as the Riven Lancers, going to be trying to pick on another farm over here. But here comes the attack troll actually. Need to be careful, as I don't be able to work that attack troll down quite quickly. The Hardened Pal still swinging at level 2. Not producing anything off of that. I'm not sure what the Djinges is up to at the moment, as he's not producing anything here. He's not really producing much. I don't know. Is he command point capped? That could be it. He is not command point capped. He's not short on resources, so he's saving for something, I think. He is purchased something right there, so he could be potentially, he's going to be finally getting those orcs on, but I think he just was lacking a little bit in his macro over there. Actually, a level 3 battalion of Eastlings and able to work down Malotry somewhere maybe, but there's going to be the Enshrouding Mist going to be cast over by that level 2 now. Barracks are actually going for level 3 souls as he wants those nobles on the field. Elrond going to be working down this Malotry. However, there's going to be Malthasaran down the field. Going to be up to level 5, I think. Might want to chase down and work down this Elrond over here. Does Souls have that heal? He does not have it, but he does have 15 power points. He could easily purchase it if he needs to. Actually, these Lord Archers and the Linden Horse Archers going to be working down any troops from Djinges that are just standing in front of their base, as they are just stealthing these trees and not able to really be seen by Djinges. Actually, I don't know if the Linden Horse Archers do stealth near trees. Might be that they do, as they are just part of the Elven repertoire. All elves do stealth. Elrond now healing, but Malthasaran chasing him down. Might be able to get the kill on him, as the troll needs to engage with these Lorien warriors, as the troll is not going to be able to really do much. Malthasaran needs to not be worried about those Lorien warriors coming and engaging him from the backside. As Elrond just leading a train towards the base of Solas over here. Elrond trying to heal up, and here come I think some Mithlon's going to be able to push in as Elrond, there is, however, the Malthasaran for Djinges coming straight over to them. There's going to be a rock drop going down on the army over there. I think that was Elrond going down over there. Actually, that rock drop. Arwen will be taking some hits over there, but going to be a loss for Souls over there. Also, a lot of health lost on both of those barracks over there. However, some Noldors now on the field finally. I think Djinges might want to push in and take out this bastion over here on Souls that's gone uncontested for quite a while. Just picking off so many units, even now, just picking up units from the train that's going towards Souls' base there. It's just not been able to get really confronted. Arwen on the field, however, as you could have seen there, they're going to be engaging actually with Malthasaran trying to get out of there. Quite low on health, and the Lorien warriors will be engaging as well. And Malthasaran, I think, isn't going to go down here. Djinges not microing well enough, and Malthasaran is going to get killed right over here. I think he's going to be killed for Arwen. Actually, he's just going to barely out with no health left in his bar, so he's got barely any left. He's going to be able to get out of there, and this bastion right over here for Souls is going to be staying alive once again. And with that damage done, these troops are going to come in depleted enough, and Souls is lit now 4 battalions, I think, or 3 battalions of the I see 2 battalions right there. There's like a lot more, but the Revenant Lancers as well as the Linden Horse Archers are going to be able to work down those troops quite easily. Arwen working on farms up in the north, as Souls is attempting to span now, building a tree in the middle of the river. It's a good spot for a tree, as you know, it'll get constantly watered. However, Djinges now pushing finally on this little bastion over here, using the barricade summon, but here come the Noldors, working on these farms from afar. Malthasaran, a little bit too hurt actually to be going back towards the battle. He's heading back towards, I think, Arwen over there, but Arwen has a much higher health and will not be able to deal more damage to him. I think he's hoping to get an edge on Arwen over there. Here comes, however, the Mithlon's force. Solas is going to be coming back towards the base. I think it's going to be his 3rd battalion heading back towards the base. Here comes the cavalry of Solas now pushing towards the west side of the river over here. And actually, Djinges, I think, once again looking to maybe go for a Malantry over here. Neither of the trolls in this game, I think, are going to get creeped at all, as this game is looking very much so in favor of Solas over here. Solas has been able to capitalize on the, I think, the lackings of Djinges over here. Djinges not being able to really make good use of his units half the time. As I would expect no less, as Solas is such a high caliber player. Malthasaran now healing up a little bit, halfway to level 6. Again, Solas is considered, I would consider him, and I think he is considered the best player at Rise of the Witch King patch 2.2 version 7 at the moment. So it's no wonder this game is definitely tipping in his favor. However, I would expect no less than a great game if it was going to be uploaded to the replay section. You could potentially see possibly a loss for Solas. Malthasaran now reviving to try and take out these Noldors over here. However, if the Noldors do engage with Malthasaran, he will go down quickly. I think they are actually not going to be engaging over there. Level 3 battalion might go down to Djinges over here. And actually, Solas not able to mop up that harassment force. Going to take a lot of damage on one of his Malantries, a little bit on another one, some preliminary damage. Arwen now working on all these farms. Is up actually taking no experience, I think, as Djinges is just letting Arwen sit over there to deal damage and then deleting the farm essentially. It's right before his halfway health. Another level 1 battalion of Noldors on the field for Solas. I think he's ever going to lose that 1st battalion that was level 3. So Mithlon's now engaging in the front of Djinges base. Djinges finally going for a level 3 Herodran Palace. Going to be building some Herodran archers there. Might want to get the Orc Pit up to level 2 so we can get the banner carriers and get those barbed arrows going to be going on them. The Troll now going to be engaging with some Noldors over here. So this is going to be the best engagement, as the Noldors can easily work down that Troll. Going to be, however, another catapult coming on the field. Solas now grouping up his forces, going to be looking to make a push. As these Noldors are actually going to get knocked back a little bit by that troll over there. However, it looks like Solas is going to be creeping that warlord there, take it out. So it looks like the troll is going to get creeped. I did speak a little bit too soon, I believe. Arwen is going to be sitting right over here. Let's go take out, I see that farm over there at Slaughterhouse, so she will go up to level 2, almost level 3. It does have the Atlas ability. At level 6, she will get the mini float ability. And I'm making a push towards the base of Djinges, and also having these Mythlons coming around to do some harass, and potentially work off the, actually not going to be able to do some harass as they are archers, we're able to work off the units of Djinges over here that are to be able to engage with this force over here. We're also going down on these Mythlons as well as the archers over here. Not much in the way of melee over here for Solas over here. Solas is really investing in all these Noldors. Got 2 battalions now over here, as well as this 3rd battalion up in the north, being chased down by Malthasar and the orcs over here. But they're going to soon regenerate and we'll be able to engage with Malthasar and take them out. Might want to do so, actually. I think they're actually going to start working them down. Need to engage in the sword mode though, so they can take them out. Actually, I think Malthasar might do a bit of splash damage, it looked like over there, as he did do a lot of damage to all those units. I don't think they were all that damage. However, it's going to be Solas. These Noldors are going to actually engage in the barricade over here, which in that copse of trees in front of his base. Actually, the catapults for Djinges not in aggressive stance. Doesn't have those launch skulls ability on autocast, which the launch skulls ability does deal fear to his opponents and cause them to flee in terror. R1, however, going to be engaging with the orcs and not actually focusing on Malthasar. And however, Malthasar is going to get pinned by these. Lindens are going to be taking a lot of damage. I think he might be able to get work nicely. He's focusing on the orcs over there. There, however, is going to be at 25 power point. The Flood Summon going on the face of Djinges, as well as the Eagle is going to be focusing down on the fortress from the Eagle Summon. Noldors need to go in and do the melee. Level 2 battalion of Mythlons need to go down. Djinges actually, I think, does delete his fortress and quit out as he realizes he has lost this game. He has been overwhelmed by his opponent and been able to counter his opponent's blow. So a great game. Well played to Solas, and well played to Djinges as well. He did do a lot of good plays over there. I think he might have wanted to invest in that troll cage a little bit sooner. Instead of going for the mountain trolls, go for the drummer troll so he has that leadership buff. Potentially could have gone for a Gothmog instead of that. He did already have a hero on the field, and the loss of his hero was a little bit of a setback, so well played to him. Thank you also for watching. I hope y'all did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to comment down below what you thought of the game, as well as let me know if you want to see any other type of games. I think I'm going to be doing a lot more 1v1s and maybe some 2v2s. I think 4v4s are going to be slowly phasing into maybe like twice a week or once a week, as there's not been a lot of attention towards them, and people have mentioned that they want to see the more competitive gameplay, such as 1v1s. So I will be looking into doing those. We'll let you know what my update schedule is. However, I do want to let you all know that this is Thanksgiving week for me. I do have a lot of family over, and I'm not going to be able to cast as much. So I'm going to try and get a lot of casting done tomorrow. But I think that's going to be my only casting day this week until after Thanksgiving, which will be Friday. And Friday we're working from 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. with like 2-hour gaps there. So I don't think I'm going to have any time then. So potentially this could be my second to last casting session before next Sunday. So I hope y'all did enjoy this cast. I'll be getting another cast up to you hopefully tomorrow, which will be for you guys Tuesday if I can count my days correctly. It's a little bit strange to try and count that ahead as I'm doing the casting on Sunday over here. But if y'all did like that video, also please be sure to leave a like on the video and let me know that you did enjoy it there. I really do appreciate when I see that. It lets me know that what people like and what people don't. And I've really not been seeing a whole lot in the way of attention for my larger games as far as the 2v2s or 3v3s and 4v4s. So I've really been focusing on the 1v1s and 2v2s. We'll be trying to do that as much as possible. So I will let you know what my updated schedule will be, hopefully the Sunday or Monday after this week. So next Sunday, in like a week, I will have that out for y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.